If I, just really quick said to you, why should I use you? What do you specialize in? What are you going to help me do? What is your answer going to be? Okay. Welcome back to the channel. So today is Friday. So today's video is going to be for new real estate agents. If you're aspiring to be an agent, or maybe you're 1 or 2 years in. So every Friday, I'll be posting a video, a new real estate agent tip. Okay. Remember, so subscribe and thumbs up the video so I'll know that you like Agent Fridays. This is your business, okay? Basically for you to build out your own brand, your own business, and what you're going to do. So that is what you need to focus on doing. So the first thing that I would definitely say is to pick what you what will your specialty be? What do you want to really just zone in on? So like for instance, for me, I do a lot of distress sales. So I do a lot of short sales. I focus a lot on stopping foreclosures and helping people find foreclosure solutions, whether it's a loan modification, a short sale, helping them through bankruptcy, different things like that. So that's an area that I have zoned in on. No one in Northern Virginia, probably, I would say no one in Northern Virginia knows foreclosures as much as I do, because I've focused on it so much. Right now, I have a client. We're under contract now. I'm helping them buy their first investment property. They're going to keep it as a rental, okay? So they're not first-time homeowners, as they already have a property that they live in that is their primary residence. But this is their first time purchasing property that they will keep as a rental, right? And so I'm walking them through that. And one of the reasons they reach out to me is they said, we kept Googling and Googling, and you kept coming up, for investments, and they wanted someone that really specializes in investments, because that's what they're looking to do. They know how to buy a house, but what are the things they need to focus on being when the property is going to be an investment, okay? So like for instance, we ended up for them, they're under contract. It's a new construction condo that they're purchasing, okay? So one of the things, and I'm just sharing this so that you could see the importance of having a specialty. So one of the things, we were purchasing the condo, when you're buying new construction, builders do not really, probably 99% of the time, they're not going to negotiate on the price. So if you go in for new construction, it's priced at $300,000 and you try to make an offer for $290,000, most of the time the builder will say no, because they don't want to now have this track record of properties going down, because then the next person that comes in will see, oh, the last house sold for $290,000, now they want to pay $290,000. So builders, they just really don't want to negotiate on the actual price of the house. However, what builders will negotiate on is the upgrades. So for instance, with this transaction, the parking is really important in this area. So what I said to my clients was, let's ask for a premium parking space at no additional cost. So that was not something they would have thought to do, or at the time, even when I first, we started discussing it, they thought, because the builder was giving us some pushback originally, and they were like, oh, the parking space is not really important. I said, no, really, for resale value and things like that, the parking space, it is, it's valuable. Let me go back, let me negotiate some more. And so I was able to get them the parking space at no additional cost. So that's what I mean when you specialize in something, you're adding value, because yes, I'm getting paid, but I'm saving them money. I'm getting them more. This condo will, be more. They're getting more for this condo, but they're not, increase in price. Because that's why I always tell people there are different things that you want to negotiate where you're not just, have your clients spending more money. You're trying to get them a great investment. And I'm trying to get my buyer, I represent the buyer that's buying in this transaction. So I want to get them more for less. So that's what I mean is it's very important to have a specialty. So I specialize in helping investors. So I already know parking, this is going to be important. This is going to be important when you get ready to resell and you could say that this unit has a premium parking spot. That's when that comes into play. So that's what I'm saying. Pick an area that you're going to specialize in so that you're adding value. If all I did was, hey, there's this new community here, bring them there, walk them through, just let the builder lead with the whole transaction, that's not really adding any value. That's why someone would say, well, why do I even need an agent? The agent didn't do anything. You know what I mean? So you want to add value. You want to be advising them, reading through contracts and saying, no, my clients don't want to do this, change this. We want to close this date. We want to use this lender, different things. You're trying to make sure that your client is getting the best rates. So you got to pick one area and specialize, because if you just come out and try to do everything when you just start, you're going to be overwhelmed. And like I said, people are not going to be attracted to you because you're just going to look like any regular general agent. So my main point is just to tell you that it's just extremely important to focus on an area, whether you, like I said, you can pick a subdivision, a city, it's just really something that you can say, this is your specialty and no one knows this area. No one knows these houses in this particular subdivision, in this particular city, depending on the size, better than you do. So that's your goal, is to pick that. Because starting out, if you just try to do everything, you're going to get overwhelmed. So because that's the thing, you're building a business, and then the first thing you're trying to do is get customers. So you cannot, if you try to do everything, usually what's going to happen is you're going to attract even less customers because you don't really specialize in anything. For instance, if all you're doing is opening the door, helping them write the contract and things like that, you're not really adding a lot of value. The ideal agent is someone that is providing value to them in the transaction. So you got to pick one area and specialize, because if you just come out and try to do everything when you just start, you're going to be overwhelmed. And like I said, people are not going to be attracted to you because you're just going to look like any regular general agent. I mean, Redfin, you can go on there and like in 30 minutes, you can make an appointment. Someone will open the door for you to go in and see that property. And that's really all that agent at that level does, is help you, just to open the door, walk you through. You decide if you want to, make an offer or not. But in this transaction, hey, I'm walking you through everything. How much, do I think that this unit can rent? That's very important if you're buying, for my clients, because they already know they're buying this as a rental. So that's important for me to be able to advise them of, and be able to calculate the numbers and let them know, hey, is this unit with your mortgage, condo fees and things like that, are you going to be negative or positive, and running them through all the numbers. And just, so that's my main point, is just to tell you that it's just extremely important to focus on an area, whether you, like I said, you can pick a subdivision, a city. Say you said, I want to focus on absentee owners, and so you're focused on reaching out to landlords in a particular neighborhood and asking them if they're interested in selling their properties. So once you pick that area, you can make sure that you specialize. If you pick absentee owners, so that's another area that I probably know too much about absentee owners. Starting out, pick an area that you're going to specialize in. Do not Do not, you do not want to be a general agent. You don't want to just be whatever city you're in. Oh, I'm licensed in Virginia. Oh, I'm licensed in DC. That is not enough. That's not enough to distinguish you against other agents. What is your specialty? What do you specialize in DC? Do you specialize in helping first-time homeowners? Do you specialize in helping veterans? Do you specialize in helping single mothers? I mean, just something that you specialize in, please. Doing that, you'll be able to build out so many other things. Your marketing and all that stuff is going to come from, you know, what you pick your specialty to be, the scripts you need to learn. Then you'll know what scripts you need to learn and memorize. You'll know which contracts that you are going to be consistent in your specialty that you need to know. So it's very important, I would say, starting out, to pick that specialty first. So also, let me move this. I had to stop the camera and start, because I went to get a list that I had, I wrote on my computer real quick, just to give you ideas of niches that you can pick to specialize in real estate. So like I had, of course, you're gonna hear a lot about choosing your farm. So a lot of times people pick a particular area, like a like I said, like a subdivision or a city, and you can focus on veterans. Veterans are really, really good. That would be how you can combine two, because you have first-time home buyers, or another niche that you can focus on. You could do first-time home buyers that are veterans. You could do veterans, but then only do Army, or do veterans and you focus on Marine. So that's what I mean, is that if you zone in and really focus and pick a niche and become a, you know, professional, you're known for that, people will seek you out. Why would I even call you? What makes you different than my neighbor, my cousin, my sister? She has her, like, you know, a lot of times, you know. So you have that, but I just want, let me go through these real quick. You can focus in gated communities. You can focus in helping people that are downsizing, people that are retiring and looking to downsize. That is a great one too. So I mean, you could also do it by property, the type of property, condos, and the location. So you could say, you know, in your particular area, if it's someone that's looking to buy a condo, you know, whatever the downtown area is where you are, you could say your specialty is condo living in whatever city, you know, that you're in, right? That's an example. You can do luxury homes. That's a totally different clientele and things like that. So that's what I mean. As you zone in and pick a niche, then you can actually specialize in that, because selling condos in a downtown city area, specializing in that area, and specializing, you could tell, in selling luxury property, just totally different things. That the whole mechanics of the deal, the transaction, the requirements, the clientele is totally different. So that's what I mean, is starting out, if you just like, I'm gonna do everything, it's totally impossible, and all you're gonna do is get overwhelmed and fail. You can focus on distressed properties. You can focus on helping people that are going through a divorce. How do they sell their property and, you know, divide assets and things like that. Vacation homes, you know, you help people, you know, buy vacation homes, their second homes and things like. Totally different needs are going to be in those transactions. So that's what I mean. When you are specialized in that, people will look for you, okay? And you'll just be known for that, because people will say, oh, I'm going through a divorce, I need to call ABC because he specializes. He helped my friends when they were going through a divorce. He specializes in that, okay? Special skills, relationships, or licenses. Like, one of the things that, when I wrote this down, I thought one of my realtor friends, a majority of his clients are doctors. So that's where, you know, his niche is that he helps doctors, you know, sell property, buy property. So he's known among the doctors that, you know, that's the realtor to use. So these are just ideas that I'm giving you to pick your niche as you know, go online and Google and look. Just so many niches that you can pick, but I just wanted to give you some guidance that when you start out, don't try to just know everything. Pick an area that you're going to specialize in just starting out. Choose maybe 500 homes or less that you're just going to focus on the market and just learn that specialty, learn everything about it. is your goal. Okay, so I'll see you next video. Bye.